Good morning, Hong Kong, and welcome back to another episode of Hong Kong Insurance 101, where this week we're looking at cyber risks and cyber insurance. Now, earlier this week, the United States of America was notified that a group of cyber attackers had successfully taken down the Georgia-based Colonial Pipeline. This pipeline daily carries roughly 45% of the fuel used by the east coast of the USA. Unfortunately, the current economic climate presents a perfect ecosystem for cybercriminals. Work from home, the explosion in web-connected technologies and remote access systems, and the general focus on simply continuing operations rather than securing them have allowed an environment that has enabled cyber criminals to expand their scope and be more successful in their activities. The current age is promising change and upheaval on a scale never before seen, and this change is crossing over into every aspect of our society. Increasing costs of living, the instability of global markets, and even international geopolitics are all creating a situation where cybercriminals are not able only to survive, but thrive. Now, as previously mentioned, Colonial Pipeline transports roughly 45% of the daily oil used on the east coast of America. Oil it is unable to deliver while the pipeline is shut down. Perpetrated by Russian crime group DarkSide, the Colonial Pipeline hack is extremely worrying, as it shows how, in an interconnected global economy, a business slowdown for one company can lead to major economic consequences on a regional or national basis. Colonial Pipeline is not a small organization. It is not an SME. This is a major part of the American energy market, and its operations ensure and affect the life of cities across the East Coast. Now, Colonial Pipeline was using cloud-based services for some of its data and servers. The Russian hackers gained access to these services and locked almost 100 gigabytes of data. They asked for a ransom in return for unlocking this data. This is what is called a ransomware attack. The data which was locked has not left the servers on which it was initially held, but because it's locked, the company is unable to access the information that it needs to carry on its daily operations, including activating the pipeline so that oil can flow to where it's needed. By now, we should all be aware that cybercrime is not some aberration. It is a low-cost, effective way for criminals to achieve their malicious objectives, namely getting money. Cybercriminals do not stop, and they do not sleep. In fact, with the change in work habits and the disruption to workplaces in the wake of the global COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, there has actually been a global spike in cybercrime events. From a 15-fold increase in cybercrime in the UK, through to web hosts actually giving your detail to cybercriminals, the scope and scale of cybercrime in the 21st century is staggering. Criminals are innovative, driven, and constantly coming up with new methods with which to target your business. Now, the best way to ensure that you are protected against cyber events is to invest in your network and systems. But even this doesn't guarantee that you will not fall victim to cyber criminals. The only way to ensure that business operations are not interrupted and that you are not exposed to massive financial liability is through a comprehensive cyber insurance policy. Now, we should preface this to say that cyber insurance is not cyber professional indemnity or cyber product liability. Cyber insurance is designed to protect you against the effects of a successful cyber attack. Now, individual cyber insurance products are designed to meet the individual and specific needs of the organization obtaining the coverage. There is no one-size-fits-all solution to cyber insurance. Cyber insurance products are both bespoke solutions tailored to meet the requirements of the company holding the policy. Whether this is through comprehensive protection or with a policy which only covers against a single risk, cyber insurance is designed to do what your business needs it to do. So, thinking about the Colonial Pipeline attack, what sort of coverages under cyber insurance might be applicable here? Well, disclosure liability, business interruption, e-vandalism losses, crisis management expenses, and most importantly, ransom payments. Cyber insurance is literally the only way to ensure that even if your company does fall victim to a cyber attack, that the business will be able to continue and carry on without you having to worry about your regulatory and financial obligations in the wake of a stressful and alarming situation. That's us for this week. As always, we hope you have a happy and healthy weekend. Remember to like and subscribe to stay current with all our content as it comes out. And don't forget to ask CCW. We're simplifying your insurance.